John Proxy. Welcome to the Proximity. I am having a Pathologic 2 adventure. It's actually a remake of Pathologic 1. Although there are, like, differences, right? You probably know this by now because this might be the final episode. I'm exhausted. I was going to sleep and then I completely forgot to. Yeah, and I didn't save my game either, did I? Near my house. Never mind. What's going on right now? I guess we should go to the polyhedron. Right. Decision has been made. Was it the correct one? It seems the polyhedron allowed for all the oddities. The worms, the herb brides, that weird puppet thing, my talking cow, much of the strangeness of the town, much of what makes the town unique. But in destroying the polyhedron, I saved the people. I got infected. Oh, I'm gonna have to load my game, aren't I? Sorry. That was a terrible way to start the video. I had all the epic music going on. I even almost did a monologue there. Thought it was pretty good myself. I was covering the game. We could try and do better, try and describe what the days were, because I barely remember the start. So the important thing to note, I, like many people, I'd sort of vaguely heard of the game before, Pathologic, right? And I'd also heard, I played a game called The Void, which is this kind of...
Who are you?
He looks transfixed. Are you hypnotizing him? Madness.
War consumes a man like no other occupation.
Will you fire? Take Tankovsky. Right. So, yes, I'd heard of The Void, which is this really weird game about being in this kind of strange pre-world state where you have to find colour all around the world. And it takes ages to walk anywhere. The movement speed is like slower than Pathologic 1, I think. And then you fill women up with it. And when I say women, it's like they all kind of... They're all stand-ins for these abstract concepts. But also they just look like women, and they have kind of fluttering lights around them, and the more colour you give them, the less fluttering lights there are. It's like these weird sort of strip teases, and I mean that, I'm not even kidding, but it's like they talk a lot. They talk about what they mean, what they are, but it's all weird and abstract, and I didn't get very far in it, and it's the sort of thing that people give up on, kind of like Pathologic 1. Had I heard of Pathologic 1? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that article by Quinns, which is one of those things. Quinns is a guy who does board game reviews, and I've been following him for years, but I didn't know that I've read stuff from him before, and I think it's his wife. I could have gone that way, never mind. But I think it's fair to say that I didn't really get a lot from that review. I probably skimmed it. It's because it's one of those things that would have been passed to me. And I would have gone, oh, that sounds really cool, and then never touched it again. But it's the H-Bomber Guy review that when, you know what, Pathologic 2's been on my radar as well. Because it had been. But it's one of those things that I went, oh yeah, that sounds nice. And then I'd kind of never touch. You know, oh, you know, maybe one day. And so I watched the review. Where he explained the first game, and right at the end he was just like, buy the second one. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I'm like, okay, you know what, I just need an excuse to start, and that's a really good excuse. Somebody directly telling you to play it. So here I am. But like, it's one of those wonderful things, like finding out that one of the people you watch on the internet was influenced by someone else you watch on the internet, and that's sort of all the things you've been going through on the internet are kind of interconnected, which has happened a few times. For instance, I follow a guy called okay, what are their names? There's two of them. One of them has these really good Metal Gear Solid review. What's he called? Super Bunny Hop. Been following him for a while, and I found out, like, I rewatched his reviews, and I found out his really kind of influential, you know what I mean, review about, what's it called? Oh, we've got a few of these. About Metal Gear Solid, is partly based on another review, a written review, by another guy I follow. It's called Tim Rogers, and I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. Anyway, I was going to talk more about this game. Has it begun? I'm going to walk slowly. We're going to drink some water as well. I am exhausted. I should have slept. I had time. So there are 4 acts to this game. We come here because our father said there's something in the town he needed me to do, that he was about to die. And we were blamed for his murder and for murdering those people. We had to find our father's murdered. I'm trying to remember. They decided it wasn't me pretty quickly, to be honest. But then they started chasing down this legend, and they sacrificed a herb bride to the bonfire, didn't they? That's the bit I remember quite strongly. I don't remember very much of the stories with the families. Oh, was it gone already? Oh, it happened. Taking as much as I can. Then I shall draw the blood. Day 12 in which the lights go out. The rest is silence. Hello, fellow traveller. September's been rough this year. Fucking better believe it, mate. I thought you'd ask how I got in this coffin. You survived death. This is your victory. You're the only survivor. The eternal ending. Preserve the town of humanity and warmth, giving it a future. Only survivor? Maybe you're not the only one. I don't know how many you've managed to touch, or will manage to. You still have the entire rest of the day to share your goodbyes with whomever you wish. To touch a few last few souls. How does one survive death? Goodbyes, what's the point? You've given your town a future. You've weaned them from Earth, and that's something. The nourishing umbilical cord must be severed at some point. Can we do without that? The town will become free. They'll discover their destinies within the town, and those destinies will reshape it. They'll think of death how you've grown to think of death. Whoever survives something like this has nothing to fear. Say goodbye to them. Not my kind of freedom. There's something wrong about all this. Where will you go then? To the heart of the town, Central Square. To, I don't know, the theatre. I don't have much of a choice. Don't worry, you'll have a choice there. Besides, you've already done all you can. All that's left is a bit of business to wrap up. Things that concern you alone. And you. Are you... Who cares about you? I see. Town is mine to explore. Always has been. Touch it one last time and return to where it all began. Oh, that's really nice. It's going to take me ages to go all around there. Turn off some lights, shall we? Am I still exhausted? No. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the 8th is dead. The 8th always dead. Right. This would have been a good time to go through that monologue, wouldn't it? I don't remember much though. If I play again, I'll be honest, I might, like, try and win this. You know, save all the kids.
Plenty is a plague.
You know, old boy, I was never persecuted for my genius, nor was I persecuted for murder. Yet it turns out all this was my hell after all. What do you mean? I must go out. I must see her. My tower. I don't see it. It's no longer there. You're a cruel man, Barack. Can't you see I'm mad? Would it be so difficult to play along for a bit? Then I could believe in a miracle for a few minutes longer. The Kanes want to build a new town across the Gorkon. You should go with them. We didn't see eye to eye, the judge and I. He argued that the tower was never the family's crowning achievement, merely mine, and I concur. It was my crown. I've hit the ceiling. And so you gave up? Yes, we shared the same opinion. Where's the inspiration in that? Consensus is an anchor. Say, Barack, why do they say miracles have abandoned the steppe? It's the price we paid for curbing the outbreak. So my glass miracle vanished alongside your steppe miracles. You know, Barack, don't say anything. Let it be so. Yes, Peter, your tower vanished along with our miracles.
What?
Hemshen. Oinon. Did I say it right? Hemshen. Hemshen. Not exactly, you need to swallow the vowels, like you can't open your mouth. Shit. Well, this is it, I guess. This is it, Erdem. It is the beginning, Oinon. The pursuit of immortality will cost me my life. I doubt the powers that be in the capital ever cared whether or not I could defeat death. They just threw the heretic into the fire, hoping he'd never return. Excuse the pathos. So yes, so I know in the original game the Bachelor's the first person you play as, and he's a bit of a fool. So it's weird that they've switched them. Did someone send you here? I thought you came on your own accord. Yeah, you're right. I'm confused. I haven't been so drunk since student years. Then again, it's hard to knock a doctor off their feet. I can still think, just not straight. So cheers, I guess. As scientists thrown into the jaws of death, hoping against hope to defeat death, welcomed by death, ridiculed by death, taunted by death, and fooled by death. It's as if the heretic spat into the tower of flame, expecting somehow to put it out. The whole place is too crowded with deaths. You've aged over the last few days, or are you just resigned now? Imperare sibi maximeme imperium est. So yeah, he talks obnoxious Latin. Stay here. A new tower will grow. Just you wait. I say this as a friend.
If you tarry, you will die unshriven.
Oh yeah, you got cured then. I suspect I'm the only person here who has figured out that you are the one who did it. A simple calculation, Barak. Numbers never lie. And you know what? I can get behind what you've done. It was a 50-50 chance. Truthfully, I find it oddly inspiring. I'm no writer, but I'll write about you. If anyone is to write about me, I'd like it to be you, Yulia. At least nothing will be over-dramatized. The book will be, of course, scientific, but the title? I'm thinking about throwing scientific language out the window, giving it an old-fashioned name, and the connection of everything. What do you say? Well, keep in mind that not everything is connected. The pattern is more complicated. I'm saying this is a Haruspex. Thank you. I think the academic world in the capital may have a couple of questions regarding the subject of my research. Perhaps you'd like to come with me as an assistant? And, well, the subject. And as what? You know me, Yulia. Art to me no like big words. I can't accept any of these. I want to find the Inquisitor, don't I? Okay, hang on. No, where's the Inquisitor? Ah. I should move Yulia then. I guess that was never to be, considering they shot her if you tried that. Did I turn out the lights? Yes, I did. It's going to take me the entire episode to turn out all the lights, isn't it? Spent so long here. Right, hurry up, John.
There's more of me to love, like 2 or 3 of me.
I can't feel my legs. Let me check. They seem fine. Warm. I'm dying, Ripper. Only a tiny drop remains, like someone cleaved me in half, and it all spilled out. I don't believe you. You aren't the type to be destroyed so easily. You're an idiot, Ripper. A dull, insufferable idiot. All that talk of rivers of blood, that's not what the story was about at all. You've no idea who's up above us. No idea who you actually killed. Above us? So who's up there? Someone you weren't invited to meet. But they're waiting for me. Poor souls. No, I'll never come. Oh yes, of course. See, I know about this sort of meta plot, but still. Well, maybe one day I'll figure out your side of the story. Where once was a person now, but a gap remains. The rupture will not mend. Farewell.
Mother Botto warms her kin, feeds them from the bosom of her veins.
I'm alive. So is the town. You understand nothing, kindred. You failed to reach the kin's heart, failed to brave its depths, touched the shared pulse. You've abandoned your quest halfway. Say it straight. Failed to find out who killed father. How will you live now, kindred? So who killed father? No, kindred. Ask no questions. Perhaps in another life it would have all gone differently, and we'd have a different conversation. But now, leave me. The town waits for you. I grieve for the earth too, kindred. Ah. Oh well. Who was that? There's someone else here. Will you give me free trips? You will! Yay!
You can bury the truth, but only
I know.
in your own grave.
I know who did it. It was him. Unfortunately, I accidentally read that. How do I turn out the lights? Who am I missing? Everyone else. So who would that have been?
I see everything. Everything.
Medneshk. I hereby grant you new law. Over your left hand it is done, not the right. So speak, Mother Bodo. Unsure why she speaks so, but still, we will tell hands apart now. Tumilda. Eating already, girl. So Medetishi. Here's another law for you. Never hold a grudge, for grudges are bad for health and sneak behind. Bikara. Whoever carries a grudge shall slip on it and break their neck. So speak Suok. She'll see it at night. Tumilda. Let it be so. Tumilda. A mednest a heed our law. Never deceive or betray the small ones and the ones who trust you. It is not only Suok's nocturnal law. Mother Bodo would turn away from you, too. No harming the small ones. Tumilda. Let it be so. Those are some good laws, kid. Now for the most important law. The law of candy, sweets, and those soft white thingies they sell in shops. They are to be abundant. No one has the right to forbid eating them. Mother Bodo, somehow she will not see to this law. I'll have to do it myself. Tumilda. I wonder what I should invent next. Well done, spoken like a true mother superior. Tumilda. Why are you here? Did you come to listen to her not so highness? I just wanted to take a look at you. Yeah, that's the last one. boat. Boat, 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 boat. Oh, for fuck's sake, you still charging? You still charging? It'd be funny as hell if I died now. I am curious to see what happens, but... I've knocked myself out. It's going to take a couple of episodes to do the end, isn't it? To do my winning lap. Run. My lap of honour. We're going to go over the notes. I can't do them while I'm walking. There was 4 acts to the game, wasn't there? So the thing is, so the original game, I believe, so you play as the Dankovsky first, and you save the polyhedron, and you play as this guy second, and you save the town. And there's sort of, one of them is seen as this sort of corruption of the polyhedron, and one of them is seen as the poison of the town, right? And the girl is like a third option. What's the point I was making? Well, this sort of seems like the 2 endings are both of those as well. So Dankovsky might be something completely... Like, I know they don't have any money at the moment, but they are kind of hopefully working on getting the next part out at some point. Like, they did say they were working on something recently. And I know a bunch of people are like, we'll give you money. Like, we'll give you money, but like... development is expensive. But like, they've built the town already. But I'm guessing they want to do something new, right? Like, it's not the same story. It's the same characters and it's the same themes, but it is not exactly the same. Part of me thinks kind of makes the original game worth playing. Ah. Oh well. So these are presumably all the groups, and what they stood for. So you had... Oh.
What?
I was wondering if you'd come. If you'd need me, why didn't you call? Felt exciting to wonder. Is it really you? I never heard you utter that word. Well, I've said it before, maybe 5 times now. Once a year while I was away, bet. Wonder where that idiot is. I heard you adopted some kids, orphans. They're dead. I don't want to talk about it. I was like, is there going to be a romance? Nope, she just reminded me of dead orphans. Is this one of the stashes? So yeah, Lara is all about the adopted kids, right? So Notkin would have been here and Sticky, I expect. So then, there's the kin. So all the kin are here. All the scientists are here. But like, not the Canes. That's a separate thing. And of course, they're in... Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, it's Aspity and Stack. So, I've met some of the nerves and blood. Oh no, she's dead. No, Aglaya's dead. How did she die? They probably shot her. When did she die? Wanted to save her. Fucking goddamn military. No, there must be a way to save her. I didn't even know she died. I'll look it up. There's going to be a next episode, right? Because I'm going to explore the other ending anyway. But between that, I'll see if there's... I'm just going to look it up if there's any way to save her. She gave the orders. You saved the town. Okay, we don't want to do that until last. That's what the vat had built, right? What was up with that? These will be the kids, I guess, as they hang out up here. The rest of maybe the list. It's kind of interesting that I never considered the connection between, like, all what blood is. Because the blood are my family. Like, they're the people who already knew me as well. And so... As bones are the people that run the town. And nerves are like all the scientists and stuff. The people that got things actually done. The list of the kids I had to save. Changeling. Hang on, weren't you somewhere else?
Only while love breathes. Love is vital. How can I make you see?
So, see, all the mistresses are here. Do you plan to become a mistress yourself? I guess. Think I fell? What are you good at? Do you have a nation? I told you a fortune, didn't I? That you'd spill rivers of blood. And you did. Drown the whole square in it. Am I wrong? Right. You know, Ripper, you're not such a bad person. There was no love lost between you and my parents. But you helped them anyway. It's hard to protect someone you don't like. Harder than saving cubs. But don't wander too far. We're still connected, you and I. There's a great deal ahead of us. Nice enough to be appreciated.
What should a man do once his guts have...
I'm sorry, child.
Our tower can perform miracles. Father calls it a greenhouse. But we know it is the rose itself.
Always so untimely. With all due respect, Doctor. And of course the kids were connected to the tower. I'm sorry about your tower, Casper. I had utmost respect for your father, Master Barak. We weren't friends, neither will I be your friend, but respect is possible. It's up to us. What do you plan to do now? Capella plans, not me. We'll do everything together from now on. Ask her. He's in charge. Somehow I'm not surprised.
Under motherly wings. Oh, under motherly wings.
I'm really grateful to you, Artemy, for what you've done. You did everything right, guiding this town towards the future. I'll always be glad to return the favour however I can. I did a lot wrong. I know you can't help but mourn the losses, but you preserved what was most crucial, the Odeur. Because the Odeur is people, children. We'll grow and build a new town. Better, more balanced. You're already building it. Yes, you're right, Artemy. Well, will you begin? I'll marry Casper. The Kanes and the Olgimpskis will unite. The Polyhedron, the Bull Enterprise. Those were all cruel machines geared to produce utopias, factories that process people into ideas. But we'll make a world where people's bones aren't crushed under lofty words. But you don't love Khan. You don't like me, yet we're allies anyway. True, I admire you. Sorry, child. Huh.
They claim it's healthy, but the taste is unbearable.
Mother would have approved of my ideas. She loved people. I don't. But I do believe that when treated with respect, they return it in spades. Economic growth is based on human dignity. And dignity is a word that we haven't heard too often around these parts. Can you tell me more about your mother? No. I don't think the words describe her exist in any human language. Care, protection, concern, warmth, regard, tenderness, love. This is stupid and wrong. Wrong. Personally, I've never been too close to her, you know. But I guess you could say that I was the only person who did not love her. But it can't be denied that she was the safeguard of this town. She held it together. I hardly remember her. I never loved my mother, but some things she taught me well, particularly that care is very smart behavioural strategy. Respect and dignity are the concrete that will hold our new economic foundation together. What's your plan then? Start with simple things. 8-hour work days, forbidden child labour, insurance, benefits for disabled workers, better pay. Is that it? Is that not enough? I was being sarcastic. No. In your place, I'd be more concerned about the commercial landscape. I know. I thought about that too. Listen, Barack. Would you like to become my assistant? I'll need people to implement my ideas. Especially people like you. People from the kin. Deal. I'll help you. Ooh, hang on. It paused.
I've heard of this love thing, all right. Never seen it, though.
I hope there's someone that I didn't want to do something with down there. Okay, I think we just about have time to go run to the bottom. We're going the right way. So what's interesting is, I just chose a concept, didn't I? Like in The Void. I chose to help build the town. Is that my... No, it's not. They all had these stories, didn't they? Yeah, we're not actually going to be able to see the ending until the next episode. Maybe. We'll see. That's not all of them. Somebody's... Oh, there you are.
What?
It's 24, 33, 7, 7 and 5. How's it going, cub? Mother said she'll teach me the numbers. Father will do letters, then they'll let me get back to work. I'll stay at the cemetery and count the dead, count them, and then write it down. That's fine. If that's what I need to do to go back there, I'll do it. Mother, father, my foster parents, Alexander and Katerina, the government's family took me in. They couldn't have said that. Why? They're both dead. Oh, what? So what? Oh, I forgot who I'm talking to. So they adopted you. What do you mean? They had a different daughter before. And? Forget about it. I'm happy you found each other. Okay, so... that's who they are, right? So if we look at people... oh yeah, I didn't realise that both the Sabrovs died. We've not met George Ken yet, so he's the last person. And... yeah. I'm trying to think of who would be where. I think we might have time to get to the ending. There's George Lee. And someone.
Links between souls. That is the way to grow. Weave your web, Arachna.
I barely spoke to you. But this town might be a cradle, but it ended up being a catapult bucket. Is it time to take off? Simon was better than me. He did what I could never had the courage to do. Thrust a knife into his own firstborn. You can never bear the infant scream, but still. Still he succeeded. Simon Kane and Isidore Barak vaccinated our town against death. You mean you know everything? Of course, for I am the judge. Father, he didn't do it on purpose. Of course he did. I mean, it was bound to happen one way or another. My brother and I have been preparing to face a catastrophe like this for many years. We knew that only people whose lives were imbued with meaning and purpose could survive it. People with bowstrings for souls. I never imagined there'd be so many survivors. Truly, we live in the best of possible worlds. And even more are dead. We ascended one step, a single step, but a crucial one. The mission of House Kane on this side of the river is over. That's why does Simon, my twin brother, still haunt me in my sleep. My dreams are bitter too. Yes, I completely forgot. Where is he? So I think he has to die. That's one person I definitely couldn't save. Simon. Where's Simon? He might not even be on the list. But yeah, Simon was the other person who planned it all with Isidore, right? Yeah, he doesn't seem to be available on the list.
A soul is like a spring, or a bowstring. The harder you pull, the further your thought reaches when you release.
So I know if you're the Doctor in the original game, you kind of massively concern yourself with the ruling houses, like more so than I did, because I don't really know them very well. I was more about... my primary quests are to do with like those people, and most of them died quite quickly. I guess, yeah, that's why they're blood. That makes sense. So quite a lot of it got shut out. Maybe that's what I should have concerned myself with more. It's going to be another one of those ghosts. Pretty sure I've spoken to all the alive people. We'll go a little bit over time, I think. Because I think it's a little cruel to leave you out of the ending. Where's the third one? This must have been so exciting for the people that played the first game. And I know that's not a lot of people at all. But still, like, can you imagine it? This like really kind of obscure game that you loved, that you put all the effort into playing, and they're like, no, we've made another one. You're like, what, really? Oh my goodness.
Too many reinforcement ribs.
Like, all the effort in the first game, but like slightly more playable. Because I'm told it's slightly harder, this. Sort of. Like... Because in the other one, if you die, you die. But in this, it just keeps killing you and it makes it harder and harder. Where's that final fucking person?